Hey, what's going on, guys? G1X here, and today I thought we'd take a look at Star Wars 6-inch Blockline series, Han Solo and his Stormtroopers, guys. Now, this guy comes in the same wave as Bossk, so you can see them two side by side here. One of the things that you'll notice is Bossk is a little bit taller, which he should be. Han Solo is still quite a tall figure for himself, but that's a really good thing with this 6-inch Blockline series, is they make the target size 6 inches, but they put everybody kind of in scale. So like Chewie, him being obviously taller than Han Solo, he's at 7 inches. Bossk is a little bit taller there. You can see we bring in Leia. She's much shorter and thinner, more feminine. And the same thing with Yoda and R2. So that being said, with them kind of sticklers for the 6-inch line and everything being in scale, this being Han Solo, I wanted to make sure first thing out of the packaging or box that these guys were all in scale. And as you can see, they are all head-to-head. So this being Han, they're exactly the same size. And whenever this guy wants to pose as just a Stormtrooper here, you can see that these guys are pretty much in scale as well. So just something I wanted to kind of point out. Now, one of the things that you'll notice with this guy, his head and the other one's head, if we can get a focus in there. All right, one thing on him, his eyes are actually kind of painted like a blue in there. I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but we get him a little bit later in his Stormtrooper disguise, and they decided to give him brown eyes. So I'm not sure. Some bigger Star Wars nerd than myself could, maybe if you know something about him having colored contacts throughout different movies and stuff like that, maybe that happened, but this is something that's just a small mistake, but it's not really that big of a deal. One of the things that I wanted to point out is with this guy, you can see that his eyes are kind of like, this one's like looking up and this one's kind of straight forward at you. This is a much better job as far as paint detail, and with the eyes and also the sculpt, I like this head much better. But you kind of get a little look there. The hair is pretty much the same. All right, as far as the Stormtrooper heads, and make sure that's focused for you. A couple things that I wanted to point out on this. You'll notice that the chin goes a little bit further down than you have on the original Stormtrooper. The other thing is you'll see that it's longer or wider there as well. And that's just to fit the head in there. So that's the reason for that. The other thing that is different between these two guys is he came with a little side blaster here. You can see that it's all black. This is the one thing that it seems that Hasbro does not care about with these figures, that they just don't have very good weapons. They're just kind of very plain. But it is black. Go ahead and put that back in the holster. But with this guy, you think you're getting the same thing. Pull the blaster out. Flip it over. Bam. Silver paint. Look at that. So, I mean, it looks better than just being all black. Sorry for the build up there. I know it's not really that whole lot, but it's something, I guess. At least, back then, at least with this, they kind of put a little bit of silver on it to kind of, beat it up a little bit. So, let's go ahead and cover articulation. His head is on a ball joint. We'll move up and down and side. Or actually, yeah, it's a ball joint up in there. Also, the neck goes back and forth. You can see that he's kind of got this little neck little piece right here. This does spin around. You can go this far out. Not really a whole lot just because of the shoulder pads here, but it can go in. This rotates here. Rotates here at the bicep. It rotates, or not rotates, but bends right here. The wrists rotate. This goes back and forth this way. And this one goes back and forth this way. So the opposite. A little bit of chest movement in there as well. Legs. Can't really go back just because of the butt plate here. They can turn here at the thigh. Bend at the knee. And his foot does go back and forth, and you could rotate it even off to the side like that. So you do have quite a bit of movement, and that goes back and forth as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. this works. It's something, and they're also coming out with a Luke Skywalker here pretty soon. I think in this month or maybe the beginning of next month. But if you just wanted like another Stormtrooper, you kind of troop build a little bit, it's not too bad. And then you also, you get the Han figure, or, Solo figure. But as far as, details, these guys are exactly the same. Even their helmets, they all have the paint everywhere that you had it on the original. Even down here, whenever you look at the back, gray paint. So everything is exactly the same. So very cool. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.